right, we're back at our old spot. We put 1,500 miles on the engine, and it's time to check valve clearances. So we're going to check those valve clearances, and we're going to make adjustments if anything's out of clearance or not in tolerance. And then after that, we're going to change the engine oil. And something interesting I'm going to do with that is we're going to send the results off to Blackstone Laboratory. I'm going to see what kind of metals we have in the oil and see what kind of wear and tear we had on the break-in. And then 3,000 miles later, I'm going to do the same thing again and hopefully see that we have significantly less metals in the oil. Another thing I want to update on is I had 2 exhaust leaks I found, or actually I took it to a shop and they had a stethoscope and they found one on the EGR, one on the catalytic converter. Got those 2 bolts tightened down nicely and it sounds a whole lot better, so I'm really happy with that. So anyways, hit me up in the comments if you have any questions or if you want to see anything as far as video content. And also be prepared to see some 0 to 60 time updates, and we can compare that back to before the engine rebuild. Anyways, appreciate your support. Peace out. Okay, I made pretty short work of getting the valve cover off, and everything looks in pretty good order. I don't see anything concerning. A couple things to note. I can't remember, there is definitely, yeah, this is supposed to be here. And then you use the seal packing, back here on these corners. I think you also use a little bit, yeah, right here. Since this is a pretty easy job, I'll probably just dab some more back where it was. Another thing, they changed the type of valve cover bolt, and I like these a lot better because the other type you had to get this grommet off, and that was a pain. So anyway, that was a nice upgrade. This came off real easy. I'm gonna start rotating the crankshaft and checking valve clearances, and I'll let you know if I see anything that's not in spec, and we'll go from there. So something that's perplexing me, and I don't know if I have videos from before, but you can see right in those dots, the one on the intake shaft and the 2 on the exhaust shaft are aligned. What's perplexing is the crankshaft indicator there. Let's see if I can get a better shot of it. Wish it would focus a little better. You see that I'm definitely on that notch. It's way over here on the right side of the timing chain cover. Get focused here. Right there. So yeah, it's not all that close. There's a key on the crankshaft, so I think, and I believe it's impossible to get the crankshaft pulley on opposite of what it should be. All right, so what I did, since I'm having this issue with the crankshaft pulley indicator, is I went and marked the number 4 cylinder when it's at the top of its stroke on this screwdriver. Give me an idea. And also, you probably can't see here, but there is the exhaust 2 marks, and they're 180 degrees from where they were. They were right here. Now they're on the opposite side over by the exhaust header. And the same goes for the intake. Again, really hard to see, but right there's the intake dot, and it's basically 180 degrees away from where it was. So I retook all the numbers and everything checked out except for the number 4 exhaust right here at 0.015. It's supposed to be 0.014 max. Again, it's good. It's at the loose end. I'm gonna decide if I'm gonna try to adjust it with the shims I have, or just let it be. So there's the numbers, all the intake and exhaust. Everything is in line except for that one. So I'm gonna work on getting that shim out now. Okay, what we're gonna have to do is take out the shim out of the number 4 cylinder exhaust camshaft. What you do is you take this tool and you compress it like this, and it'll push the whole bucket shim assembly down. And once you got it compressed down at the same time, you're gonna have to take this tool like this and insert it in here. You're gonna put it right on the edge of the bucket with this. This needs to be pointed out this way, because you're gonna get a pick tool or screwdriver. I used a pick tool, and you're gonna pop that shim up, which there's not a shim in there now because I already got it out. So anyway, you pop it out, and then I took some needle nose pliers and I worked it on out of there. Okay, the shim that I took out measured to be 0.114 inches in thickness to the middle. That's a number 9 shim. I'm a little loose on that exhaust valve, so I'm gonna go up to the next one, which is a 2.95 millimeter, which is 0.1161 inches. So you can look there. There you go. I don't know if you can see it, the marks, but it's at 0.1161, that shim. I got lucky. I had some extras, some new ones from last time that I didn't use. So I'm gonna pop this in there and then get back to top dead center on the number 4 cylinder and measure the valve clearance again. So I got the shim in here, and I was able to work it in there with my finger. So it went in a lot easier than it came out. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get things rotated and back at top dead center and measure again. All right, so we got the number 4 cylinder at top dead center. There's my mark. You got the 2 dots there on the exhaust camshaft, and then the 1 dot, again hard to see, on the intake camshaft. So we got a 0.013, and it slid under, but the 0.014 didn't. So that's the 1.3. These out here. Switch over to my 0.14. And I can't get it in there. So that's exactly what we expected, about a 0.02 difference. Sorry, a 0.002 difference. So what we measured, and I changed it, and so we could get we had a clearance of 0.015, and so I'm expecting, I would have guessed 0.013, and that's what we got. All right, we're gonna start putting things back together now. Basically all we're gonna do is put the seal packing right here at these half moons. I think that might be the only places I need it. So I think I'm gonna go here and here. Put this thing back together. All right, so I put some seal packing right there on those 2 half moons. Hopefully that'll be enough. Worst that can happen is a little oil leak, and I'll have to do it again.